Everybody buys what they want to buy at that time. So you buy what you need to buy at that time. So it sustains your demand. You don't postpone, you buy at the time you want to buy. Okay? What you need today and you can buy, you buy today. But postponing is a bit not on your side because you expect the kuti there will be an addition. All the time there will be an addition of price. You know what you are buying today will not cost the same thing in a year's time. Because there's this small thing, There's this small thing. So it's like the inflation which is enough, just enough to tickle demand. To tickle some demand in the market. Then we have what we call walking.
Walking?
Yes. This is an inflation which is above 3% in Vienna. Now you start thinking, if you wanted to have a wedding next year, you do it now. Because you think maybe next year you will not afford it. This is not good. And usually, this is when you are above 10%. It's too less than 10%. It's still small, but big. Not more than, not exceeding 10, less than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people say it's around 3 to 5%. Okay?
Can they just put it in one of those creatures and they go?
No.
Drinking is very cheap.
I think it's
Living is like crawling. Okay? You are crawling. And then walking is you are really
walking.
Yeah, you are really walking.
And then there's jogging.
There's jogging, yes. Yes? Then there's galloping.
And there's swimming.
Galloping is now yummy.
Maybe represent that.
The middle river is big enough. So when galloping is when inflation is 10% or more, it's now giving problems to the economy. The money is quickly losing value. Your money is quickly losing all the purchasing power it has. It's becoming useless. When inflation now starts being more than 10%. And employers also cannot keep up. They cannot keep up with the wage increase. They cannot continue increasing your salary at the rate the inflation is going. They cannot keep up. And usually foreign investors also try to avoid you. Try to avoid your country. I don't know. But you are also an economist, tell me. This is bad when it is more than that. You know, but when it is working, you buy more than necessary, fine. You buy now instead of tomorrow. When it is working. But when it is galloping, your purchasing power has actually gone to the beach.
But it's just
more than 10%.
Up to 50,
Usually it's up to around 60 per year. Because always the rate of inflation is per period and usually it's annual. But sometimes you can do it monthly. So these are annual rates. What I'm talking about here are annual rates. So creeping is less than 2%, you know, sometimes around 3%, but walking is below 10%, but still not very nice. People start buying now. Because if you know something will move by 8%, 7%, 10% by next year, you better buy now. Okay? Galloping is more serious, as I said. Everybody, including employers, cannot keep up. Then the final one is hyperinflation. This is when you are talking of more than 50% a month. We're not talking of a year. A month. So you're comparing last month prices and this month. You find your prices are up by 50%. Of course, this is very rare. It happens, but it is a very rare occurrence. This is when the government prints money. Yeah, when the government starts printing money, this can happen. They're just printing the money, cash. For example, if you have to pay for a war, you're having a war with maybe within or with a neighbor. And you have to buy certain things. You just need money. Buy whatever you want and go fight. Okay? So it's either printing money for whatever reason, sometimes just to control civil unrest or civil disturbances in the village, in your country, whatever. It also happened in Venezuela. We can give on so many examples where they have had this hyperinflation. Okay? So these are only inflationary issues. As I said, you can also have a situation where prices are decreasing. Sometimes they call it deflation, sometimes some people call it stagflation. When prices are stagnant or going down, stagflation or deflation. And deflation is also not good. Hyper inflation or very high inflation or hyper or galloping, they are all bad. But if you have also a deflation, it can also be a bad thing.
Yes.
It can lead to a recession or a depression. Okay? This is when the economy is really bad. People's income and people do not have money. Okay? And remember what that caused in our previous lecture. We talked about cyclical unemployment, right? During bad times when people have no money, there is no demand. They can't buy anything. So companies lay off people, stop producing. So you can have a recession or a depression. A recession is more mild than a depression. Depression is really bad for the economy. Okay? So what causes inflation? What causes inflation? One already is what we said here. Yeah? Cost push. Cost push reasons. Cost push. Sometimes this cost push. Sometimes you can be specific. For example, you can say wage inflation. For example, okay, wage inflation. You know a wage. The wage is what?
Wage.
But in economics, what do we think? Come on, you have been learning economics life for some time. What do we say about resources? Rewards to resources.
and then cash. So wages and cash.
No, wages are equal to labor. Resources, what are resources? In economics, you know, when we are saying resources, we mean labor, land, capital, establishment. We mean factors of production, right?
Yeah.
Those are what we call resources. When we say economics is inside of how human beings allocate limited resources to meet unlimited goals. When we say limited resources, what we mean is we mean factors of production. So factors of production is what we are talking of cost of production. In cost of production, what do you have?
Cost of production.
What makes up cost of production? You have land, you have labor, you have capital, you have all these things you pay. Labor is the wage. So wage inflation. It could be that the inflation is due to rising wages. How can rising wages come about? Sometimes it's union, right? Sometimes it's government action. Government can wake up and say, "Cover the minimum wage." Okay? Yeah. Or labor unions can fight and fight for a bigger wage. That will drive up the cost of production. Remember the factors of production. So we can say wage inflation. If we specifically want to refer to a cost of production that relates to wages. Have I said anything new? No. There's nothing new. So wage inflation can be one of those cost of production factor. So there is what we call cost push inflation.
That's a cost of inflation.
Yes.
So, normally, cost inflation can be caused by wage.
It's caused, when we say cause, we also mean type.
Type. T-Y-P.
Yes, type and cause just like unemployment. When we say type of employment, that doesn't mean it relates to the cause. When we say wage inflation, we are talking about because the wages are rising. And so when the wages are rising, it means the cost of production is rising. So the product that you are producing from that will also be rising. So product prices will be rising just because the people who were employed to produce that were demanding higher salaries than before. Okay? So it's cost push or cost of production. then there's also what we call demand pool. Demand pool. Demand pool. So you have cost push, and then you have demand pool.
So usually our product when the demand is high, we make manufacturers raise the price more so that they make less information.
When demand is high, that means the supply is what supply.
What?
As with the supply, demand is high. The supply is
This one is very much related to money supply.
Money supply.
So it's more common for people to say, for economists to say, that inflation is always monetary. Inflation is always monetary, meaning that too much money, when too much money is chasing too few goods, prices will go up. Too much money chasing too few goods, price will go up. So it's demand pool. Chasing too few goods. Yeah. So basically here what we are saying is demand is higher than supply. That's what we are saying. So this high demand will put prices up. So it's demand pool. So if there is an increase in the supply of money, or in demand, or sometimes credit, so that will stimulate overall demand for goods and services. So this demand for goods and services has increased, tremendously. More than the production capacity, more than supply, more than the production capacity. So this increased demand will lead to price rise. This increased demand will lead to price rise. That's what we're saying. So when people are happy, they have more money, they start being happy and they start spending. And that leads to higher demand. So when there is a gap in supply and demand, obviously prices will go up. Yes? Then sometimes some people say not all inflation is cost push or demand pull. but sometimes it's just built-in. Built-in inflation. Just like, remember when we talked about breathing? Breathing inflation. Built-in inflation. This is to do with expectations. Adaptive expectations. People always expect and they are just they always think like that. Okay? Sometimes even on big things. Munda kukara ayimba parade and 2-3 years. And that will start with you always know anytime after that. It's just expectation. So people expect that inflation is American power, it will continue. Meaning wherever becomes a normal thing. So people expect the current inflation to go on like that. No? So because it is expected, you also expect good kasara regarding dinner. You expect good in this where what are you going to be where one for one from where. And then you also expect good and not kasara regarding where you got to put chaga and chaga, what I have when you travel from home. Yeah? So Mama needs to apply adjustment from year to year. That is Maranda Chakachata, Tupuna Mulanda Chakachata, style way, what is the tag? Or what are the Zago arranges out?
So, probably, professionally, there are no other factors that's just expectation there.
The built-in.
Yeah.
The built-in is about
Just expectation.
yeah, you expect prices to go up.
Yeah, other countries have the same quantity, quality, and nothing has changed. One is to expect it to just increase.
What quality are you talking about?
For example, let's say you take an aluminum and you like this to the same house, nothing has changed. So,
No, the house I gave you as an example because it is only in your so it was given in respect of expectations. The house may not be the best example. Okay? But suffice to say expectations can have inflationary effect. People just expect the maybe it's called push. If you are talking about evaluation.
question, frequency. Is the evaluation one of the solutions to inflation?
No,
Cause
Tanela kuti apapa ni cost ya increase ya data. Increase in prices. Now, what are we talking about? If we say in Malawi inflation is 10%, what do we mean? We mean kuti mtengo wa mafuta ukura wa 10%, or mtengo wa soko, or mtengo wa rent, or rent, or mtengo ya zakuja. What do we mean by saying inflation in Malawi is 10%?
It means the selling price is on the fixed price is on the fixed price and
okay.
Yeah.
Como greeting. Yeah, but one of them I must have been able to see the Malay. I'm always right for a week. When we say inflation in Malawi, it turns out that because we are not saying it's just market availability. Malawi has got so many things, right? So what do they do? Most countries, what they do is they conduct a survey. How much they conduct a survey? So, Masadia ama auza, how much money are people spending on what? So when we're talking of purchasing power, we now start calculating, putting salary 100,000. Purchasing power where does it go? How do you spend, on what do you spend your 100,000 for? So this survey will tell, most countries will do their survey. So each survey has got own results. So you develop the basket of goods and services where people spend their money. So that will give you the composition of their standard of living where they are spending their money in your hands. Then you establish my percentages. Okay? So in Malawi, we have what we call CPI. CPI is a consumer price index. This consumer price index is trying to measure inflation. And we have a basket of goods for which we want to measure it. And this basket, Malawi Global, basket Yageo, I think, Pamakara food, there's Pamakara transport, and so on and so on. For example, this is about 12. That's how you spend your money. Mukata kugugu, koko mukata gugu, muzipeza. Must Google National Statistics Office. National Statistics Office. Malawi National Statistics Office. Mugaona the item basket. Now in Malawi, the food basket alone is about 58% of you spend most of your money on food. So most 58%. And in there, maize is number 1. I think maize is more than 54%. So that's why mitengo ya kumara kuna mitengo ya chakula ikaongopea inflation mashuta because of the strength of the weight of the expenditure on food. So they did a survey and found more than 60% is spent in food. 10% is spent on housing, 10% on education and health, 2% on alcohol and beverages. Jojo. That's how now you start taking a measurement of these prices once in a while, and you can calculate your inflation. Okay? You can calculate your inflation. So, typically, those things can be done. What you find here in Malawi as the most important component, it may not be the same as in South Africa or in UK or in Egypt, whatever. I amapanga dauda. What you should know is the same thing when unemployment. First of all,